All right, party people, I'm going to get into part 2 of the deposition of the notorious crypto scammer Alfonso Knoll. Sorry, I got my phone over here. Anyways, so I'm going to get into part 2 of this. I'm just going to kind of go for as much energy that I have. And then I'll do a part 3 and a part 4 and a 5 and a 6 so until we're done with all 148 pages. And then I will unload his financials and all of the emails and text messages and private messages and all the good shit. And then from there, I will get into NSAV, the illegal sale of the exchange to NSAV, and then obviously NSAV illegally reporting their financials to their shareholders, stating that they have paid $2.5 million to Alfonso Knoll for the exchange when they don't even legally own the exchange to begin with. But that's down the road. I'll eventually get to that. It's just so time consuming dealing with all these freaking scammers. But let's move on and continue. So when we left off two video ago, our part 1, we were going over, basically we had gone into deposition, basically setting the stage for Alfonso and his past, right? Ultimate failure, just a massive financial failure. He never was what he said he was to anybody. And what we're doing is we're getting that out, right? That's what this deposition is for. It's for us to show the court, hey, all of this stuff that he has been building, quote unquote building, for the last 2 or 3 years has all been a scam and a lie. And we're going to prove that. That's why we asked these questions. Because we just knew he couldn't back it up, right? Because it's just the way that's what scammers are. Just assume that everything is gone and out of business and a scam. You just need to assume that. But for my entertainment, I'm going to just dump all of this. And then once I've had my fun, we're going to enter back into the arena of the court system. And we're going to continue the party there. So my attorney starts off. Well, we left off. And now my attorney asks, we're at the top of this page, 17. And on the 3rd page of the document, is that your signature? Alfonso answered yes. Then my attorney asked, what is funding OTC? As y'all are well aware, that's Alfonso's screen name in Discord and Telegram. It is a failed business. He just uses it as a front to make himself look successful. And I can say that because I know without a shadow of a doubt, Alfonso will never, ever show financials on this company because they don't exist. But let's just move on because we just need to stick to the deposition. FundingOTC.com is a website that we use to handle marketing for our finance side of what we try to do. You notice he slid in that word try to do. So remember, this is what he's saying under oath because he kind of has, well, he doesn't have to tell the truth. He can obviously lie, which he did, which I'm going to get him on in future lawsuits. But you'll notice that his wording is different under deposition than it was when he was taking everybody's money, right? He never said, hey, we're going to just try this. That's not what he said. He said, no, give me money. Give me your millions and millions and millions. And you will all own Lambos. Those were his words. Trust me, bro. Anyways, it's a website that we use to handle marketing for our finance side of what we try to do. So if companies need funding or they need capital, we generally engage in them through Funding OTC. Well, I'm not going to get sidetracked. I will a little bit at this point, but y'all remember a token called Carbon, right, everybody? Mr. John Bunzel. I have all your text messages and emails, buddy. So there, I mean, you can't go public and lie either and tell everybody, no, that's not what's going on. It's not what was going on. It was what was going on because we have your conversation as part of an exhibit in this lawsuit. So you can't deny it. But Alfonso denied it, as he will mention later on in the deposition. But did Alfonso and them provide funding to John and Carbon? Now, they said they did, but they did not. Right, John? AWC, Alfonso, nor John can prove that Alfonso actually paid John. Let me rephrase that. Funded John when they listed Carbon on the exchange. And then remember, they went on this whole marketing spiel to sell the Carbon NFT. Y'all remember those? $5,000 a piece, right, John? Right, Alfonso? Where did that money go? I don't know, but we will find out. Because I know John's broke ass. I know he can't afford a lawsuit. But he's about to see one. But that's just like one story, right? That's one example of funding OTC not supporting any of the projects that were launched onto the exchange. Is funding OTC a company? Is it a limited liability company, or is it just a name? Is it just a name? It's not, answered Alfonso. It's just a name. And what is the name of the company or entity that utilities the term funding OTC? Now it's Active World Holdings. So we were led to believe that funding OTC was this brainchild of Alfonso and his buddy Bo. And they were massive multi-millionaires, and they were these fucking successful VC venture capitalists. And it was just a name. That's all it was. There's nothing behind the company other than failure. He said, now it's Active World Holdings. Speaking of Active World Holdings, hold on a minute. Oh my goodness. Looky what I have here. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to use my phone. So I'm going to just tell everybody, this past couple of days, I flew up, rented a Lambo, and I just said, you know what? I have some speed tokens left over. So I want to see if I can exchange the speed tokens and rent the Lambo. I was just curious, I'd spent all that money. So I flew up there, rented a Lambo, went up to corporate and started. I took a few pictures. Y'all want to see. There's the sign in front of the building, which was vacant. There was nobody there. So I fucking took a trip for no reason. I can't spend my speed tokens. I didn't see any Lambos, by the way. I didn't see anything. It was a fucking ghost town. Broken windows, all kinds of shit. Right, Alfonso? HQ Express, that sign's out in the front. Empty, vacant, vandalized. But, I get it, man. It's just, this is what successful crypto venture capitalists, multimillionaires do. Anyway, so moving on, let's have some fun. Now it's Active World Holdings. Prior to it being Active World Holding, what was the name of the entity that you utilized this? It was just me, DBA. Alfonso's getting mad. It was just me. Quit asking me questions, man. What are you trying to find out? Or what we're trying to find out is how much you fucking scammed everybody. Question. So as of January 30th, 2018, funding OTC was you individually. Alfonso answered yes. So funding OTC, as I just said, was nothing but Alfonso working out of his house. That's all it was. It was nothing. It was never anything. Y'all got scammed. Now, what are y'all going to do about it? Just sit there and stroke each other off, or are you going to fucking go sue the motherfucker? Knowing most of y'all ain't going to do shit. You'll just cry in Discord. Oh, my God, Alfonso. Ah. Fucking pussies. That's question. Sir, I'm going to direct your attention to exhibit number 3. Can you identify this document? Mr. Lutz, that's Alfonso's attorney. Trey, give me just a moment, please. Sure, no worries. Yeah, as you can see, we're very professional on our end. They were doing nothing but giving us attitude and being assholes. So you know what? As you will see, my attorney started fucking them up even more. Mr. Lutz said, okay, he has it. My attorney question, can you identify this document, sir? Alfonso answered, yep, this is the initial draft of a white paper for Active World Club. As y'all are well aware, I mentioned that in the last video, which none of y'all have seen, but you will. Who prepared this document? Alfonso answered, I would say more than likely I did. Well, no shit you did. See, this is just him being a little dipshit again. I would say more than likely I did. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it could have been a fucking rabbit or some shit. What was the purpose of preparing this document? My attorney questioned. This is the white paper for the start of the club for the use case and the utility of the original tokens. Well, I'll be damned. Question. Who was this abstract provided to? Answer by Alfonso. I assume that would have been provided to Scott. You think? I funded it. I paid for it. Of course you gave it to me. Did you intend for Scott to rely upon the statements that were made in this abstract when it was provided to him? Sorry, y'all. No, answered. I worked on the abstract with him as well, but yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, buddy. Like, yeah, sure. Fucking Alfonso. Question, in the context of cryptocurrency, what is a wallet? So now we've kind of shifted gears and we're going to get to like the crypto aspect of this. And y'all, obviously, I would hope you're smart enough to follow along. Some of y'all probably are not, but it's okay. In the context of cryptocurrency, what is a wallet? Alfonso answered, a wallet it can be a centralized or a decentralized digital holding designation for an asset on the blockchain. He read that very well. Do you maintain any wallets? My lawyer asked. I do. How many? We have the exchange. So we have, I would say probably 5 or 6 companies, something like that. 5 or 6 successful companies, Alfonso? Or were they just figments of your imagination? I wonder. Okay, so are these wallets, are they maintained or owned, if you will, by you or by Active World Club? Alfonso asked, which wallets? Which wallets? Duh! So we were prepared, right? As y'all can see, we're totally giving this guy the blitz. Question, okay, good question. Do you maintain a wallet that the number ends in AC99? Answer, I do not. So see, this was like one of the biggest lies. And this is where I'm really going to fuck them up in my next lawsuits, because I know without a shadow of a doubt that AC99 is Alfonso's wallet. And the only reason why I know that is because I sent Ethereum and USDT from my wallet directly to AC99 with instructions from Alfonso in an email. So y'all might want to look that wallet up and find out how much of the supply he actually owns. None of it's locked, by the way. I do not. Does Active World Club maintain a wallet that ends in AC99? It does not. Okay, David, if you would pull up Exhibit 4A, please. Mr. Knoll, do you see what we have on the screen as Exhibit 4A? I do. And do you see where it says transactions for, and it has a specific number there? Mr. Lutz, hold on, Trey, just a minute, please. Sure. Okay, thank you, that's Alfonso's attorney. Okay, what was your question? So on the top left-hand corner of Exhibit 4A, it says transactions for, and then it has an account number. Answer, sure. Question, and that account number ends in AC99, correct? Yes. Do you know who this wallet belongs to? Of course. Wait a minute. He just said that he fucking didn't know, but now he knows. Of course, who? That wallet is the HalaX wallet, the South Korean exchange that is our custodian. Oh, you mean the wallets on the exchange that only you can control, right? We'll get into that later, everybody, when you actually hear from Alfonso that only him and only him controlled everything on the exchange, and then sold it when he wasn't legally able to sell it, but he still sold it anyway, just so he can dodge all of this crap. Of course, that's more stuff that I'm going to get into down the road. But like, as y'all are seeing, this is kind of setting all of this up, right? That wallet is the HalaX wallet. So for those of you who don't know, the exchange that we were using that he sold to NSAV isn't even their exchange. It's a fucking license agreement from HalaX. You pay $1,500 a month, you get an exchange. I can open up the same damn exchange tonight. All I got to do is pay for it. But I can't sell it to anybody because it's not mine. I legally don't even own it. Right, Alfonso? And there's nothing proprietary about this exchange owned by now NSAV and previously AWC. There's no custom coding. They don't have a team. They're all fucking bullshit. The team is HalaX. They don't employ anybody. There's not a team of devs, which they like to tell you, oh, exchange is down, our devs are working on it. Bitch, you don't have any devs. What the fuck are you talking about? You can't even afford your lawsuits. How are you going to afford employees? It's the biggest scam in the book, dude. But this shit's fun for me, so I ain't got nothing but time and money. HalaX. Who manages and controls the wallet? HalaX. So like in deposition, Alfonso's saying, look, HalaX manages it and controls it. But that's not what we were told, but that's not what everybody invested in now, did we? And that sure isn't what all the stockholders with NSAV are investing in now. That exchange that has been promoted to them as this all-encompassing global fucking powerhouse exchange, it's fucking dog dookie. There's no liquidity on it anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's just a fucking piece of shit. Do you have any interest in this wallet? I do not. Then why do I have transactions from me to you? I'm going to get you, man. You're just going to be under so many fucking lawsuits, man. This was just the beginning. Do you claim any ownership to these items that are identified in this wallet? Answer. Well, I mean, that's impossible to tell because it handles all the HalaX client base. Question. Okay. Would it be possible for you to review Exhibit 4A and identify if any of the transactions in there belong to you or associated with you? Mr. Lutz, who's Alfonso's attorney. Trey, may I ask you that you clarify when you say you, unless you just want to stipulate that it always means Active World Club, or could you otherwise clarify whether you mean Mr. Knoll individually or the club? Mr. Hendershot, my attorney. Let's first ask Mr. Knoll individually. Okay, would you repeat the question? In reviewing Exhibit 4A, can you identify if any of the transfers or transactions contained in this wallet belong to you individually? Alfonso says, I cannot. And why is the answer you cannot? Because again, I have no idea. Like these are just numbers. I mean, this is just a download, and I just don't know. So here we go again. Alfonso, the multi-million-dollar venture capitalist who created the club and funding OTC and all these other 10 subsidiaries of AWC and all these tokens that were all scams, has no idea what he's looking at. Nothing. Zero. It's amazing, isn't it? Okay, fair enough, my attorney said. I'm going to direct your attention to Exhibit 4B. Do you have that in front of you? Yep, I do. Can you identify that document? Yes. What is that? Exhibit 4B. That's a good one, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, in the upper left-hand corner, it says transactions and it has an account number that ends in 3718. And Alfonso, Do you recognize that account? That's one of Scott Bean's wallets on the exchange, on the Active World Exchange. And have you ever reviewed or monitored this account or this wallet? Good question, Trey. Alfonso, sure. Wait a minute, hold on. Why is Alfonso monitoring my wallet? Oh, I know why. Because he went out and he told everybody that I was selling my tokens, right? Remember that shit, Alfonso? Because I know I have the screenshots. But guess what? We provided to your fucking dumbass attorney before we got here. My wallets. And guess what? Not one token was ever moved. But yet you felt the need that you needed to review and monitor my wallet. But don't you claim that the exchange is a decentralized exchange? Why do you have the fucking power to monitor my movement anyways? I mean, I wouldn't be admitting to that shit. I mean, I get the wallets are public on the blockchain. I get it. Anybody can see that. But for you, I needed it because I have to review and monitor it. I have to monitor him. That way I can lie to everybody. Just sounds like disparagement to me, motherfucker. Telling everybody that I was dumping my bags to ruin the price when you have zero proof that I even moved one token. But I do. And I'm going to show everybody. So everything that I'm showing in this is going to all be bundled up in the probably 3 or 4 new lawsuits, which I'm going to fuck them up with just because I can. And have you ever reviewed or monitored this account? Sure. For what purpose? For the purpose to see if he had made deposits that he was supposed to make relative to the token purchase agreement. Sure. That was the reason. Yeah. Okay. And after having reviewed this wallet, is it your contention that any deposits that were supposed to be made were not made? Yes, Alfonso says. Are you talking about the token purchase agreement or the settlement agreement? Well, first you said the token purchase agreement. So let's ask that question first. We all answer. We have all the tokens that were supposed to be deposited for the token purchase agreement. You just sat there and said that I didn't. Okay, then next you reference the settlement agreement. Are there, after reviewing this wallet, are there any deposits that were to be made pursuant to the settlement agreement that you contend were not made? Yes, he didn't deposit any of the NFTs. There were several off AWC exchange wallets that were holding tokens that he was supposed to deliver. Okay, let's stop right there and let's talk about those NFTs, which were all scams, as y'all are all aware, right? Every NFT that they created was a scam. We know that. Everybody knows. And I know for a fact that none of y'all motherfuckers got paid. But let's just highlight one of them. The Corvette NFT that he sold for $10,000. Y'all remember that Corvette NFT? I wonder if I should do a screen share. You know what? No. As a matter of fact, y'all can go through the history of my YouTube channel and go find that video of the Corvette. How about that? Y'all go do your fucking homework instead of me showing it to you. Now, for some weird reason, when Alfonso started selling these NFTs, right, Alfonso? You know I have the emails, so I'm going to call you out and put you on blast again because I want to see you lie to everybody again. What was I telling you when we first started the Corvette NFT giveaway? I said that once we make enough money to cover the cost of the Corvette, which was paid for, by the way, and you know it because I had clear title, we need to pick a winner. But what did you do? You said, no, not enough. We haven't made enough money. Last time I checked in with you, you cleared over $300,000 on Corvette NFT sales, according to your email. Now, this is what you were telling me. I don't know if it was true or not because that part, wherever you held that money, I didn't see it. I can only go by what you were saying. And what was I telling you? I said, we need to pick a winner. We need to pick a winner. We need to pick a winner. And dude, we went on for fucking like 6 months, right? You kept selling the scam. Buy the NFT. And what was everybody doing in Discord? They were all bitching and complaining. Why is Married with Crypto doing a video with our Corvette? Because it was my fucking Corvette. It wasn't Alfonso's. He didn't own the Corvette. That was mine. That's why I did videos of it. $15,000 custom car stereo, $20,000 3-piece carbon fiber wheels, all mine. And for some reason, y'all threw a hissy fit. Why is Scott flexing the Corvette? Because it was mine, you fucking assholes. I fucking gave it to the club. But, according to Alfonso, I didn't do anything. Oh, my God. Brand new C8R edition with fucking 500 miles on it. Brand new. But yet, where did all that NFT money go? Who knows? Anyway. So and there are obviously a multitude of NFTs. So what he's doing, he's bitching that I did not send the NFTs that I held in my other wallet to him directly. Of course, I'm not going to send him, motherfucker. You didn't pay me. You broke the agreement. So why am I going to send you my NFTs? Go fuck off. Question. Okay, you said there were several. Can you identify? Alfonso says, no, not on your sheet. They are not. That's not the right download. My attorney's a dumbass. Ding, ding, ding. I don't even have the right paperwork in front of me. See how much fun we were having? This guy's not even fucking in order. Can you, not necessarily referencing the sheet, but can you tell me what tokens he was to deliver that he did not? Alfonso, that's in the discovery. We provided that. Motherfucker, he's like, don't you do your work? Don't you do your work? Didn't you do your homework? We provided you all that shit. Why are you asking me questions? Question. Okay, well, I'm asking because you're testifying as the corporate representative. Can you tell me any tokens that were to be delivered that were not? It's very simple. Since you know it all, Alfonso, and you're tracking everybody's movement, none of the NFTs were delivered. So just start with non-fundable. None of the non-fundable tokens were delivered. Any others that were other than the non-fundable? Yeah, there were more. It's in the list. As you can see on that list, it's, those numbers are not something that you can just kind of walk around with in your head. That's why I wrote it down and gave it to you. It's amazing. For somebody who portrayed to everybody that he was the fucking crypto god, he seems to not know a damn thing about anything. Question. Okay, David, if you pull up 4C. Sir, do you see 4C in front of you? I do. And in the upper left-hand corner, this indicates transactions for account ending in B46 or 9B46. Yeah, do you know what account or wallet that is for? That is the Ethereum contract address for the Box token. And who has ownership of that token? That token is a test token for a development that we use for testing tech projects. It's not an AWC member token. And it's not really bots, it's the bot logic token. Who owns that token if not AWC? Who owns the token? Right, yeah, that's what we asked, Alfonso. That would be owned by Bot Logic Labs. I wonder who owns that. Okay, David, if you will, pull up 4D, please, sir. Do you see 4D in front of you? I do. Again, in the upper left-hand corner. This says transactions for 3AC Active World Rewards Token Deployer. This is the Deployer wallet. Yep. Can you tell me whose wallet this is? That's a club wallet. Lie. We use that to mint and deploy the NFT ERC 721 contracts. We use it for internal tokens, partner token creation. It is a deployer wallet. So explain to the court what you mean by a deployer wallet. When the token gets minted on the blockchain, it has to be created. That's what the deployer wallet does. And we also use it for testing, beta testing, for DFI and DApp. What do you mean by that? Alfonso answers, decentralized applications and essentially for the test wallet when we're rolling out new piece of tech. Like, for example, Da Vinci. Hey, Da Vinci Pay. I'm going to get to y'all motherfuckers later. Or something like that. Active World Holdings, Inc., DBA. Active World Club was formed March 4, 2020. Is that correct? I believe so, yeah. Who actually owns or the shareholders of Active World Holdings, Inc.? Alfonso answered, me. Is there any other shareholders other than you? Alfonso answered, no. I'm gonna stop here because it's about to get good. So I'm gonna do this on the next video. But let me just explain that. Active World Holdings was nothing but a fucking name. And that one person backing that name was Alfonso Knoll, who has horrible credit, who has a foreclosure hearing in a week or two, right, Alfonso? Because you can't pay your fucking bills. Corporate, that building that, I flew up there, rented the Lambo, and went, look, that's empty. HQ Express, it's all empty. It's been abandoned. All of your companies, which I'll get into in a further video, have all been shut down. Every single one of them. So it's actually him and only him that backs the name of Active World Holdings. So my question is how did you get an evaluation of $2.5 million to NSAV when you sold them the exchange? I'm trying to figure out how that deal was done. Now, did you lie to NSAV and JT? Because there's no fucking way in hell it's worth $2.5 million because there's no revenue. Because it's just you. There is no company. The company doesn't exist. It is nothing but a name. It is a name. It's a logo. That's it. Because it's just you. And you admitted it right here. It's just you. And that's why I'm going to keep fucking with you. Because it's just you. Which means you will go down. And you will fucking fall on the blade when I come after you for all those other side scams, because those are all yours. Even though you're going to try to say that they're just partners. No, they're not. Because you just told us it was all you. There was nobody else part of Active World Club and Active World Holdings. Right? Your brother-in-law, what's his name? You were paying him, weren't you? On the financials? But yeah, he wasn't part of the company. He wasn't even your fucking partner. Even though you told us that y'all were fucking rich. Y'all were successful VC lawyers or whatever the fucking story is that you told us. Right? It's just freaking crazy, man. But I get it, man. This is what scammers do. And that's why you have to get to this point with them, because this is on record. This is the truth, not what they say online, on Twitter, on Discord, on Telegram. And surely none of their fuck buddies that are on there too, trying to get his back. I mean, there's only like 5 or 10 people left, right? But other than that, there's really nobody left. You ain't got nowhere to run now because ain't nobody got any more money. That's why y'all continue to launch these new scams. And then when you do these pre-sales, you just pocket the money. It's the same thing you were doing from the beginning. It's just you keep all of that from everybody. But now everybody's going to know. And then when we do new lawsuits, especially when we go after NSAV, they're all going to know. I mean, they're already in the middle of a $50 million lawsuit anyways. Now they're about to have a fucking another one. And I just have the benefit of being able to afford to fuck with y'all in court. By the way, Alfonso, fucking pay your Amex bill. I already know you're in default. Pathetic. Anyways, I'm going to end that one. It's 30 minutes. I will continue on when I have energy to do the part 3. Y'all have a good one.